This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to un-goddamn deniable.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the Broken Infinite. See, when I get tired, I'm still on automatic, so that could still fucking happen. The Wrestle-Cast on Podomatic.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording it live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We're talking about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name's Matty J. That is TWK.
I saw that resize.
Yeah, well, it's just, I forgot the resize. Okay. Live, everybody. Joining us, as always, ladies and gentlemen, Shintigercurl.
Yeah. Dim sum time. I'm totally Japanese. Yeah. Metal Gear.
We're still doing that thing from yesterday, I see. Okay, fair enough. All right, kid. You're not Japanese, though.
Yes, I am. My name is Sanketsu. Totally Japanese. Listen,
You're the son of Snake, and you were born in the States.
No, I'm not. I'm, Sugoi, Araka, and, Senpai noticed me. See? Totally Japanese from Metal Gear.
And, ladies and gentlemen, the reason for the resize, because, well, we can't very well be alone and basking in Keithley's glory. Ugh. I can't fucking talk, okay? Here's what's happening. I stayed up till 3 in the morning to watch Critical Role, and I'm paying for it. My brain's going, you're not gonna talk, darp. Darp. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shades.
You know I had to hit that on you.
I did not hear that.
Oh, fucking hell!
Yeah.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna fix that. I know we're playing that button. You're gonna fucking hear it. You're gonna fucking hear it, man.
Well, in fairness, we don't have a clip of the week. May as well hit something.
Live TV is awesome.
There it is. Yeah.
There we go.
Fucking Stream Deck, I swear to God.
Hey, you know what? At least you get it working. How you guys doing? I as I mentioned, I watched Critical Role. That was a good mistake, and I do not blame the creators of said show, but I'm paying for that mistake that I made.
You're not the only one. Bear that in mind, sir.
I know.
I went to bed at a nice and spry 1 a.m.
Yeah, fuck you too, pal. And yes, Guts, I'm here because why the fuck wouldn't I want to talk about this week, considering what the fuck happened?
Oh boy, we don't have a clip of the week, so we may as well get right into the news list. But Shin, you were going to say something. I completely talked over you.
No, I just laughed.
Fair.
All right, so this week's episode of All Elite Wrestling Dynamite emanated from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
They had very early shots of that roof, of the ceiling. That ceiling from the Boardwalk Hall is legendary.
Yeah. And I will say this, like, you know, we're obviously going to talk about the big thing, the elephant in the room here shortly, but the whole show was just top to bottom fucking phenomenal.
Indeed, I'd agree.
And I don't mean AJ Styles phenomenal either.
Although that is something that is comparable. In fairness,
Yes, it is.
in fairness,
Yeah.
it began with Maxwell Jacob Friedman being ever so humble as he is, bragging the fuck out of it.
Oh, a shout to Gabby Ortiz for playing the role of one of the women there.
Oh, that was her?
Yeah, she was the one that gave him the kiss on the cheek.
Ah.
I was about to say, I thought she was the one that he was basically sucking the face off of for the million people.
Holy Now, I'm willing to bet that was, like, his girl of some guy, because, like, that was just all in on that shit.
You're saying he was all in?
Yes!
Yeah, very true, very true.
That works on many levels.
I haven't seen sucking that hard since I went to my last crawfish broil.
I haven't seen sucking that bad since the last Montreal Canadiens game.
Oh!
Ow.
But yeah,
I mean, he
folks,
was just...
I'm a Habs fan. I'm able to say it. You can too. Anyway, move on.
But one of the key aspects of this thing, like, obviously there's the whole Punk coming out and wanting another rematch because, quite frankly, he got fucked.
Yeah, he got
in the good way.
hosed.
But the key element to the whole promo was Wardlow and the storyline they're building with him, and like how, you know, MJF completely just dissing him indirectly. You know, he acted at one point like they were buddies, but like, Billy, the guy who helped me win last week, Sean Spears. What?
Even Sean Spears like, hey, oh wait, what? Me? Oh, come on, you didn't have to.
Yeah, it's just like, you just see throughout the whole time Wardlow's just sitting there just going, yeah, just keep talking, motherfucker. Just grabs the bottle at one point, just starts downing the champagne.
Hey, it's paid. May as well drink it. Also, he's counted the days so he could powerbomb you so many times. Your spine cracks.
And you know he was wishing that Jake Hager was out there.
Yeah.
He needed him out there for support.
Yeah.
Listen, Hager had his own business tonight, which we'll get to.
We'll get to that later. Though I get the feeling that might not be too far. We might not be too far from that happening, all things considered.
Indeed. And as Shades pointed out, there was a lot of great Wardlow moments within this promo, with one of them being MJF saying that he won the match all by himself.
And they keep cutting the Wardlow going, oh, yeah. Get them shots of you.
Really,
keep talking, motherfucker.
Really, asshole? Okay. I see how this is.
Like, they're not even hiding at this, but they're just putting the bait out there, and they're just letting us just simmer and just wait until we know the inevitable happens.
Yeah, they're not even being subtle about it. They're like, yeah, we know you guys want Wardlow to turn face and kick his ass. We're just gonna keep building to that. We're gonna keep telling you, hey,
they're at
it's
the point
coming.
they're at the point where they're done being subtle. Like they were being subtle a little bit, and now they're okay. Fuck, it's obvious. All right, give us a minute. You'll get your pop.
Yep, you'll get your moment.
It's like It was like the rap battle between MGK and Eminem. All of this was that whole thing. That was just MJF being MGK, and Wardlow was being like Eminem's. Like, as soon as you're done talking, I'm gonna kill you. I'm just waiting.
It's very true.
I'm just waiting. And
Machine Gun Kelly found out what happens when keeping it real goes wrong.
But then, of course, you've got Punk coming out, calling him out on his ass. You got, he's like, all right, I see how this is. You got all that company there. I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't an idiot. I brought some backup. Sting and Darby come out and hands him a fucking baseball bat, which we sadly never got to see used. Sad face. But the big thing, of course, is the challenge laid out. All right, he's like, and just like, all right, you want me? Here's the thing. You got to beat FTR tonight, but can't choose Sting or Darby as your partner.
Anyway, and Punk went, okay.
All right.
And thus the speculation began.
And Punk went off the speculation because first he tagged Danhausen on Twitter, and then later on asks, hey, Samoa Joe, he's still in the country?
I love. That's what I love about that. Is like, yeah, he went to social media to kind of keep the suspense going, throwing out red herrings all over the fucking place.
So after that, we got our first match of the evening.
Yep.
Wardlow, who didn't even have time to get wrist tape on, taking on The Blade.
And the Blade got murdered. Eventually, he put up a fight, actually.
Yeah, not a full-on squash this time, which I think was the right call to make. We're at the point now where Wardlow needs to start building himself up against tougher opponents, guys who could actually go with him. You know, Punk was one thing, but now you're going to go against regular opponents that can actually fight. So that was a good call on their part to kind of book him that way.
So go ahead.
And Blade coming out there looking like Jean Reno from The Professional.
The only thing I noticed off the bat was them putting Wardlow up against a heel now.
Again, furthering that whole plan. Like,
and not only a heel,
you're seeing the pieces in place.
The not only a heel, but a member of the AHFO, the Andrade Hardy family office, and there's a little bit of a loose association between FTR and that group.
Yeah,
I say loose.
And that was kind of the theme for the night, was how the Hardy family office, the Andrade Hardy family office, seemed to revolve around the first half of the show. Because you had FTR. Oh, hold on. You had FTR. You had Blade come out. And then there was what happens after the promo. We'll talk about the promo first with the Bucks and Roppongi Vice. You know, Roppongi Vice coming out, getting ready to cut the promo. Bucks come out for the attack.
And Cole with the world's most famous low blow. Bye-bye.
Yeah. But then we pull the first surprise of the evening because they decided to bring in Cole decided to bring in some backup again.
Yeah, much to the Young Bucks' chagrin, it's Jay White.
Now,
roof flew off.
Yeah. Now, here's
first
the thing
time
about,
that happened, by the way.
Yeah, first time of the night. It was like 3 times we had a big surprise. But here's the thing with Jay White. That was actually Tony Khan making a course correction, because when he talked about the upcoming match we're going to be getting to, he talked about how it was going to blow the Forbidden Door open and slam it shut. But, of course, who that wasn't really going to have the Forbidden Door thing going. So he realized, oh, fuck, I fucked up. But instead of just apologizing and just moving on, he's like, no, you know what? I'm going to make sure I'm correct. I'm going to make sure I do something to fix this. And brings in Jay White from New Japan. Or, you know, just fucking go for it.
Literally, Jay White kicks it in the face, turns around, King era, Switchblade era. How you doing?
Switchblade.
Brave with a Switchblade. Bye-bye!
And
Bye,
that's even
everybody.
more.
Brave with a Switchblade. Bye! That was it. That was a cameo.
Yep, and this adds even more intrigue because Adam Cole later on says that he's going to be the one accompanying the Young Bucks down to the ring with their match against Roppongi Vice tonight for Rampage. And Bucks obviously aren't comfortable with this because Kenny, their best friend, Kenny Omega, and Switchblade, not exactly the best of friends, let's say.
Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure the wrestling terminology would be they want to fucking kill each other.
No, we don't. They brought me in because I'm the best. I'm Jay White.
But once again, furthering storylines. There's been that little slight divide between the Bucks and Cole, with him bringing in, you know, Bobby Fish and then later Kyle O'Reilly. And, of course, Kyle O'Reilly's got a little busy right now being a daddy. You know, congratulations, by the way.
Yep. So
they needed to bring in someone else to kind of help keep that going. So fuck, you know, work, you know, win-win for everybody. Further that storyline, bring in a Forbidden Door entry, pull us another surprise, fix an error. Like it, I see this as an absolute win.
Thank you, Professor Hulk.
And of course, earlier in the night, we got a promo from Penta, who looks like he's bringing back his Pentagon Dark gimmick from Lucha Underground.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Taken from 3 gentlemen who have watched Lucha Underground.
Yep.
Y'all are not ready for that Pentagon Jr.
If you're gonna fight black, bring in the dark.
Oh,
right.
You are not ready for Pentagon Dark. You are not ready. Yeah, you've seen Cerro Miedo Penta to crowd sometimes funny Penta. He's cool. Lucha Underground Dark Pentagon Jr., as in Lucha Underground, break your goddamn arm off twice before you even get a chance to tap out, Penta? You're not ready for that. That's violence.
Arms are going to get snapped like Slim Jims in Macho Man's hands when he
Yes,
gets there.
sir.
Between him and Pac being that whole brooding badass kind of thing he's doing right now, oh, that's going to be brutal. But it's time, boys.
No, it's not. Nope.
Wait.
I just went after Switchblade. It goes right to the match.
We have the Inner Circle.
No, that was after.
No, that was after. That was after.
Oh, was it?
That was after.
I remember specifically.
That was I believe at the end of hour 1. So we're still in the middle of it. That's where Keithley comes in.
All right.
So, boys, I know I've been kind of talking a lot today, but I got to take this one. I got to set the scene.
Actually, you know what? Allow me to set the scene for everybody here. So we're all here. We're all thinking, oh, it's this one. Oh, wait, Switchblade's here. Oh, Jay White's here. Oh, shit. That's going to be awesome. And we have ideas. Some people in the chat were thinking Jeff Hardy, but we all know that you need a couple extra days.
His 90 days isn't up till March. It couldn't have been him.
So we're thinking, all right, couple names pop up. Samoa Joe, yes please. Isaiah Cassidy's already in the ring, so it's like, oh, he's losing, but it should be good.
Yeah.
The music hits, and before we do, JC. Before I let him, before I let the Shades Mark out here, I think it's okay. Music's okay.
I think it's a banger. Been listening to it all day.
Yeah.
I was just listening before the show, actually.
It's not bad.
It's not bask in his glory from the NXT days, obviously, but you know what? It'll work.
It's good, but I could have done without the auto-tune.
Yeah. That'd be like the one complaint. Now, on to the Shades marking the fuck out.
Yes, because, Shin, TW, you guys weren't here for this, but me and Matty were on our call we normally do on Wednesdays for Dynamite. Now, I'd already suspected it might be Keithley. In fact, he was pretty much number one on my list of likely people that was going to be. I had a feeling it was going to be Keithley.
We were already hyped for over Jay White. We were like, all right, this is going to be awesome. And the next time, we're anticipating greatness. Greatness achieved.
That music hits, and I see I Am Limitless pop up on the monitor, on the Titantrons.
Roof flies off.
I'm literally like, let's go! I lose my fucking mind. Because I am, for those who don't remember, like when I was here a few weeks ago, I said, I haven't watched The Fed in years. In like 5+ years. So I missed Keithley's run. The only time I ever saw him, I watched the 2020 Royal Rumble when it got put up on YouTube. I was like, what the fuck? Let's see, Edge and everything. That was the only time I ever saw Keith Lee, and that alone was already enough to make me go, oh shit, this guy's freaking awesome.
And that was still NXT Keith Lee, as in good Keith Lee, but with Shawn Michaels Triple H polish.
Yeah. But I missed. I thankfully missed main roster Keith Lee, especially Bearcat Keith Lee. I am so glad I missed that. Mm-hmm. But I'd also heard others like Matty and T-Dub and, of course, the guys at Wrestle Talk. Hi, Adam Blump. Yeah, how the fuck you doing? Holy shit, that man will not shut up about Keith Lee. He did a whole booking video just salty as fuck about Keith Lee getting released.
Can you blame him?
And so as soon as I see Keith Lee's name come up, I'm losing my goddamn mind because because now I'm going to see Keith Lee with the shackles off.
And folks, this is not just NXT Keith Lee. This is independent wrestling Keith Lee, but with a little bit of experience from the Fed, which includes polish from William Regal, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and the crew over there.
And you see it immediately because, he gets into the ring, him and Isaiah exchange a few words. You can see they're going back and forth a little bit. Then Keith Lee grabs Cassidy, shoves him over to the corner, and then he yanks his ass from one corner of the ring to the other, 7 to 10 feet in the air.
Chunked him like he was Uncle Phil.
Yeah, right.
Matter of fact, he went on Twitter and said, okay. We're gonna call it the Uncle Phil Beal.
Yeah, Uncle Phil Bill is and that is officially endorsed by Keithley, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what he called it on Twitter.
He did. But yeah, he fucking yeets his ass. And right away, I'm like, oh my fucking God.
By the way, kudos to Isaiah Cassidy for bumping his ass off for Keithley as well.
Oh, he sold that shit. And then there was a few good moves throughout the night. Of course, Private Party, both members of Private Party trying to get up on his ass. But the other big thing was Keith was on the outside of the ring, Cassidy was in. And if you've never seen Keithley before, for those of you who have not ever seen Keithley, he's a big fucking dude. He's 348 fucking pounds. He's bigger than me.
He's 3 bills, built like a tank. Probably could run you over like a tank. Probably ain't the tank just to get himself with the carbo load.
Yeah, imagine a guy like him, like a Bam Bam Bigelow or a Big Van Vader, slingshotting over the top rope into a crossbody.
Yep.
Think about that for a minute.
And right now Keithley's on a bit of the chunky side, but that's okay. He's been through a lot, so he'll definitely slim down a little bit. But
he'll lose some weight. Besides, he's just fucking married.
Yeah, should also know he just had a marriage, so those weddings tend to have rich food. Let's say.
Yeah.
There is
You're
cake.
gonna put on a couple pounds from that. Also, now that Keithley's here, hey Tony, Mia Yim Wen.
Please, Mia Yim Wen.
No, it's not Mia Yim if. Mia Yim Wen. It's gonna fucking happen. We all know it.
Bring Mia Yim in. Have her feud with Deeb. I would pay for that.
Oh, I am all for that, my friend.
Yes, please. Also, Keithley versus Mirowen.
Yes.
Please, Keithley versus Mirowen, please.
I assume when Miro's healed from his injury.
Of course, I know.
Also, this match should be noted. This match was a qualifier for the Face the Revolution ladder match, where the winner, I assume, gets a shot at the TNT title.
Which also now includes Wardlow.
Yeah, so, holy shit, Keithley in a ladder match. Yeah, shut up and take my fucking money.
Yeah, I assume
pretty sure our
Keithley
buddy Mace will be doing that as well.
Yeah.
I assume Keithley will probably be taking the belts off of Sammy. Sorry for your damn luck, Sammy Guevara.
Hey, you know what? If he's gonna lose to someone great. So fuck if I'm gonna complain. But we got to talk about the post-match beatdown, attempted beatdown of Keithley, because Private Party. Attempted. Yeah, emphasis on attempted. After the match is done, Keithley wins, obviously, with the catastrophe, the Big Bang catastrophe, which looked fucking sweet, by the way. Holy shit!
He powerbombed the fucker on another motherfucker.
No, we're not there yet. I was getting to that. I was talking about the actual finisher.
Fair.
Dave!
Oh, you Dave me on my own damn show.
Who's the boss around here, bitch?
Yay, it wasn't me!
Don't think I'm not watching
you see buddy. What you've done? Now he's going to be insufferable.
Here, you know what? Just be safe. Here's one for you, T-Dub.
Oh, that's unfair.
Life's unfair. Deal with it. Anyway. So after the match is over, Keithley wins. Private Party jumps on him, trying to beat him down. They do manage to get him to the outside, where Isaiah Cassidy goes for a tope suicida, only for Keithley to catch him in midair, sees his buddy coming, drops Cassidy to the ground, catches him by his legs, pulls him up into a powerbomb position, and slams him down with a powerbomb right on Cassidy's back, still holds on to him, picks him up again, and slams him down on the apron.
Oh, rest in peace, Mark Quinn's back.
Yeah, Quinn got fucking murdered.
And I believe I can get away with this now. He powerbombed the fucker on another motherfucker.
No, you can get away with it. Yeah, because that's exactly what the fuck he did. And it was fucking beautiful.
Oh, bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory.
It's been 2 days since that night. And you listen to me now. I'm still fucking hype over this shit.
And it'll be very interesting to see where he goes from here. Because, like I said, I think he's the odds-on favorite to win that ladder match.
it would be a perfect way to sell him to the audience. To they've already got the crowd hyped up for this guy. He is getting all the love on social media. He is getting all the love from the crowd. Like the best call of the night from Tony Schiavone was when when the music hit and they saw there was Keithley. They cut to the crowd and there's just one guy who's just like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And Tony Schiavone, without missing a beat, goes, "You're right. You're absolutely right, young man. We're ready to get high, pair." At least paraphrasing a little bit, but yeah. Like, he just fucking jumped on that shit, and it was beautiful. Best call of the night there, Tony.
Yeah, what a segment. And speaking of segments, the Inner Circle breaking up? Question mark?
Let's be honest. They've been around since the beginning of AEW. It was only inevitable.
Jericho, Guevara, and Hager. Hagar. They all come out first, and then Proud and Powerful come out to their own music.
And here's the other kicker. Here's the other thing. Jericho, Guevara, and Hager were in their Inner Circle jackets. They were all like in uniform. Whereas Santana and Ortiz came
not
out in
so
their own
much.
clothes. Red fucking flag. But credit where it's due, they pulled a twist on us for this.
They kind of did.
Yeah, like the promo, especially from Santana, was absolutely excellent, laying out exactly why they had problems with Jericho.
And they were legit problems. Like, yeah, they were getting kind of shafted, but Jericho turns it right around. I'm like, you guys had your fucking chance and you blew it. You had your title shot last year and you failed. And they haven't exactly been winning every match, so they haven't exactly gotten up the ranks to get another title shot.
Yep, both are true. And the one thing you will notice is ever since their circle was formed, every time Chris Jericho needs help, there's Santana Ortiz to bail him out.
Yeah.
Whether it was helping him keep the world title, then feuding with the Elite, then feuding with the Pinnacle.
So, long story short, they've been trying to clean up Jericho's shit and getting nothing from it.
Yeah. So they'd finally had enough. Now, admittedly, you kind of saw a little bit of a heel Jericho there for a little bit, kind of talking about himself a little bit, kind of getting a little ego-headed. But that only served to piss off, I think it was Santana that was talking most of the time.
Yeah, Santana's the one talking most of the time. Then the promo ended with first Sammy throwing his jacket down and leaving.
Basically saying,
that was the big one.
Figure this shit out or I'm gone.
I've left before. I'll do it again, bitches.
And then we had Ortiz issuing the challenge.
Santana and Ortiz versus Jericho and Hager.
Of course, There was a great bar by Jericho's like, I wonder if there are other members of LAX I could pick up.
Maybe we didn't get the best members of LAX. Hey, Hager, you still got Homicide Hernandez's phone number?
Oh, that set Santana off when it's just like, what, motherfucker?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that touched a nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, the match next week between Santana Ortiz and Jericho and Hager should be a banger.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be really good.
Also happening next week, Mercedes Martinez and Thunder Rosa rematch, no disqualifications.
Oh, steel pipes are allowed.
That's going to get
They're
brutal.
probably encouraged, too.
Yes. Love that reference. For those who don't know, Batista promo.
Yeah, basically.
Where he said, we're having a no disqualification match where weapons are not only encouraged, they're allowed. Glad I'm not the one who remembers that.
Oh, God, yeah. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Also, I like how the fact that Mercedes Martinez got DQ'd actually made sense within storyline because she's not in AEW to win titles or win matches. She's there specifically to take out Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, she was brought in by Britt Baker to basically soften up Thunder Rosa for an upcoming title match.
So at least now we know the women's World title match for the upcoming Revolution pay-per-view. Because this has to be the title match, right? Thunder Rosa versus Baker.
Oh, absolutely. You know that's where they're building towards, and I am all for it.
Also, Baker, hope you enjoyed your time with the belts. But now it's time for Rosa to shine.
If it happens, she's dropping that belt to Thunder Rosa.
Oh, yeah. She's had that belt for so fucking long now. She's gotten her awards. She's had her moment to shine. It's time. It's time to change it up.
And Rosa is the perfect person because of their long-running feud.
Yeah. Plus, you've already got Jade Cargill doing an undefeated streak over with the TBS title, so,
doesn't make sense to keep it around?
Yeah, like the pieces are in place here.
Unless I missed something, Thunder Rosa and Brit have never faced each other since that Lights Out match last year.
At least not in one-on-one matches at the very least.
Not in the one-on-one, skin-on-skin situation.
And now we get to what I believe is the match of the night. CM Punk and Mox versus FTR in an excellent, good old-fashioned tag team match.
Oh, yeah. Like, the surprise that Jon Moxley, it was funny. We were joking that it might be another big surprise debut, but then when we heard Jon Moxley's music hit, we're like, you know what? I'll take it.
And there was a sense of disappointment, but at the same time, I just said, dude, it makes fucking sense. Also, it's kind of a dream tag match when you think about it.
Yeah, you're seeing two guys who have had such a history together. I mean, Punk was in the Fed when Jon Moxley, as Dean Ambrose, debuted with his Shield mates. So those two have been, have a long history together. So to see them in the ring together as a team, holy shit!
And unless I missed something, I think this is the first time Mox and Punk have shared a ring in about 8 years.
Just about, actually. Yeah. Just about.
And it also makes sense as far as Mox, because let's be honest, Mox doesn't hate Punk, but he's not the biggest fan of the Pinnacle. I mean, he doesn't have a rivalry with them, but you can tell he's not the kind of guy who'd be friendly with the Pinnacle.
He faced MJF, so there's beef there. Hey, wait, I get the fuck over MJF? I
do like how during his entrance, Mox showed respect to Tully.
Yeah, he did. He would go around, birds to FTR, turns to Tully, bows, more birds to FTR, on to the matchup.
That's what I love about Punk and Mox being a tag team. They're both such big wrestling nerds.
Yeah.
And, sorry, go ahead.
They could have easily made this like a 5-6 minute throwaway match just to give Punk an easy opportunity against MJF, but no. They had a legitimately great tag team match.
With all of the tag team finishers, including, to my surprise, a Doomsday Device.
Oh, I love that. A fucking Doomsday Device.
We popped for that Doomsday.
We so did.
Also, goddamn, they gave us a lot of good false finishes, and the perfect ending to a GTS DDT combination.
Yep, paradigm shift.
That was a fucking paradigm shift.
A Death Rider, some might say.
Yeah, that was a nice combo right there. And that was the second time they tried to do it. They tried to do it earlier, but they got beat out of it. But they hit it that time. It was like, oh yeah, baby.
I thought you had something to say about it, Shin.
Oh, I'm just saying it was an excellent match. It was a great way to end it, and somewhere chilling at home, Eddie Kingston is jealous of, and it was so conflicted in this match. Like on one hand, he hates Punk. On the other hand, it's Monkey.
Yeah, no, it's not Monkey. That's Mox.
That's what he calls him.
No, he calls Ortiz Monkey.
Yeah,
I think he also refers to Moxie as Monkey sometimes.
I've never heard that. I've only heard him do that to Ortiz, and that's actually his shoot nickname. Outside of kayfabe, he actually calls him Monkey. I'm not sure how he got that nickname though. I would love to hear the backstory.
I think he calls everybody Monkey. To be fair.
And while he was trying to decide, 2.0.
Yeah. God damn it! Can't finish a thought now. Fuck. And he's sitting down. He's staring down the cupcake, about to cut a promo. Hey, you want a taste? God damn it!
Oh, that was such a good thing they did.
Oh,
They
wait,
did that so well.
To 2.0, you got to defend your BT World title this week. Come on. We've been waiting months. Defend the belt.
Also, Eddie Kingston's in a drive-thru. I'll have a number 9, a number 9 large. Another. Oh, you want a taste of that? Fuck.
Yo, I'm so jealous right now. I fucking hate Punk, but I love Mox. He's my boy. Okay, I'm gonna go up there right now. Next week, I'm coming back. What's going on, Mox? What's going on, Eddie? God damn it! I swear on my mother, Rufy's blue eyes, I will murder the two of you. God damn it!
Well, if anyone wondering why Eddie Kingston has not been on Dynamite these past 2 weeks, injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a minor one, so he's only going to be out for about a month and a half at most. But he needs to rest up. That's the reality here.
Besides, it's helping make room for a bunch of new guys to come in and start their shine. So small loss, big gain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you'll get a big pop once he returns.
You know he will. You know he will, folks.
Oh, you know it. You fucking know it. But yeah. This night. Holy shit.
And continuing her undefeated streak, Jade Cargill defeated the now All Elite, formerly of the Row, AQA.
I put her over huge on Wednesday, boys. John, you were there.
Oh, she came out strong. Like, she may have lost the match, but AQA had a fan-fucking-tastic debut.
And a beautiful shooting star to boot.
Oh, that fucking shooting star was gorgeous.
When I saw that hopefully I wasn't the only one, but when we saw AQA do a shooting star press, were we thinking the same thing?
I don't know. What were you thinking?
I was humming Kidman's WWE theme song in my head.
Nah. I'm thinking about it now.
Hey.
You can run if you want to, but you can't hide.
So you know who you're dealing with. I don't have it all. I'm a lunatic. Nevertheless, as I said, after the match, she was indeed signed, and it's made official by the TK All Elite tweet.
Oh yeah, she got the tweet. It's official, and it was no surprise. Honestly, I would have been pissed if she hadn't gotten signed because she was again like Keithley. She's getting all the love on social media. She was getting hyped.
I brought my girl AQA. She definitely in my fave 5. Booker T.
Check it quick.
And what I would love to see here is Jade Cargill beat other women from the Texas area just to keep building and building until eventually Athena debuts.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be good.
That'd be one way to do it.
Not sure if they're going to go that direction, but that's just fantasy booking in my head.
Hey, there are multiple directions they could take it, and not a whole lot of them are bad.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see who they have defeat Jade Cargill, because whoever does is going to get a huge rub from ending that undefeated streak. And I think this might be one of the longest undefeated streaks in a long time in pro wrestling.
27 legit matches. This isn't like Goldberg where they inflated the numbers to give him 100 wins. Jade Cargill has legit had a 27-win streak.
And unlike MJF, they haven't had her lose yet in any sort of way, not even by DQ or countout. Like, they're keeping her strong so that when someone does beat her, it's going to be a huge deal. And I can't wait to see the meltdown from it.
Oh, it's going to be fucking
Mark
amazing.
is going to get beaten up when that happens.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I hope he enjoys wearing a neck brace, because he might need it for a little bit longer after she eventually
He
leaves.
may need to get comfortable with that neck brace.
Yes, sir.
Just saying.
Of course, we had the second Elite promo that I was talking about, where the Adam Cole noted that Switchblade is going to accompany the Elite to the ring tonight. The Young Bucks for their match against Roppongi Vice for their Rampage occasion. It'll be interesting to see how Jay White interacts with the Young Bucks.
I called it last night. I'm calling it here. I think that Cole and Red Dragon are going to join Bullet Club.
Or at least something akin to Bullet Club.
Yeah, like they already have a contingent, a Bullet Club representative in Impact with Old Bay Seasoning. Now they just need some. They can get a contingent in AEW.
Make that Bullet Club worldwide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm right.
Bullet Club member in every promotion except the Fed.
Except the Fed, because the Fed, fuck the Fed. But then more proof that AEW does listen and is trying, at least making an effort to improve their women's division. We got 2 women's matches in one night.
Oh, yes. The Serena Deeb 5-minute rookie challenge as she defeated Katie Arquette, although the announcers made sure to note she's not really a rookie.
Yeah, that was her. Well, she technically is. This was only her second match in AEW, so by that standard, she was
rookie by AEW standards, by like first year rookie year in a Fed, which still would technically count.
But to call it a 5-minute challenge is a little bit of a laugh because she literally beat Arquette in exactly 1 minute.
And I find this can be a recurring thing where she constantly beats new people in a short amount of times, and this could be a new way to also debut somebody else they sign to beat her. So they got 2 different women going on 2 different streaks, and this could also be maybe a way to also bring back Shida once she's done selling the injury.
And, done with Japan being a bunch of dill holes.
Yeah,
I'm loving this run with Deeb. I love it so goddamn much.
It's funny for me because, like, I was there during the Straight Edge Society days, and seeing where she is now after that, it's like, it's like a completely different person. I don't even recognize Serena Deeb after that. It's like, holy shit.
Because not WWE, they actually let her wrestle in AEW.
Yeah, right?
I don't think she
turns out she's actually pretty fucking good at it.
I don't think she wrestled a match in WWE.
I can't remember
my recollection.
I can't remember that either.
Which is sad because, we could have had Serena as part of the Divas division, which I think that probably was the reason why she never wrestled, because she did not fit into the Divas division.
A lot of people during that era really didn't. Nevertheless, it'll be interesting to see where exactly they go for, because, there's so many possibilities here. And that's one of the fun things about AEW is so many of their storylines can go in so many directions, and very few of them suck.
Yeah. And by the way, you might have noticed we're taking our sweet time, and we have started with the AEW Dynamite review and us goofing off. Slow news day, folks. Slow news week.
Yeah, I looked around as far as I could. There wasn't much to talk about, unfortunately.
Literally, the only things are a Dynamite, Rampage, and Dolph Ziggler showed up at a random in NXT.
And let's be honest, who gives a flying fuck about that unicorn diarrhea bullshit?
Not a lot of people, considering that only 400,000 people watched this week.
Jesus Christ! I thought they were going to hover over the 600,000 until they get fucking yanked, but jeez.
Well, bear in mind, Matty, there is a reason this week because both Raw and NXT got moved to the Siffy channel.
True. It's the Olympicans. The Olympicans are fucking things up for the Fed.
Yeah. And Raw's rating was a 1.4 million this week, which made the margin between Dynamite and Raw the closest it's ever been, with Dynamite getting a 1.1 million rating.
So they are back up, thankfully, but which is still a good thing.
It's their best rating since September, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it's also they're still losing in the demographic department. Like, they're winning in the overall run ratings, but they're losing in the demo. AEW is killing them in the demo. Because even NXT, it's NXT 2, as Mildred Lamont kindly calls it, NXT 2.0.
Yeah, NXT is always... It's so weird that NXT, even now, when they're focusing on young talent, still is getting a mostly older demographic.
Because the young folk can see through old man McMahon's bullshit.
Call him what he is, Matty. He's Junior.
Old man McMahon Jr.
There you go. That'll work.
And speaking of the younger defeating the older, Hangman Adam Page defeated Lance Archer in a Texas death match to retain the AEW World Championship.
To quote Bam Margera and Jackass number 2, ow, fuck.
Yeah. I love the storytelling in this match because right away, Paige hits the buckshot lariat out the gate because not long after, Dan Lambert comes out and unscrews the top rope so that he can't do it again as a finisher.
I called how he was going to hit almost to the T how he was going to do the buckshot because someone asked on Twitter, are they going to find some convoluted way to do it? And I was like, yes, because what's going to happen is I thought he was going to do the flip off of Lambert to Archer, but no, he used the referee instead. But still, I knew that's how he was going to do it because he did the exact same way to Flip Gordon on an episode of Being the Elite.
He did. He technically did, yeah.
But even then, like the rest of this match, like when they say a Texas death match, they lived up to that name. Holy fuck. Like there was at one point
we were curious and slightly concerned. I'm like, holy shit, how hyped this episode was. How the fuck are they gonna top it? Yeah, about that.
They found a way.
They fucking did. Holy crap.
Like when you're seeing what I think was a chunk of flesh hanging off of Archer at one point with how bad he got sliced up, that's when you knew shit got real. Like, it wasn't just Crimson Mask, which that was inevitable. We're talking, I literally saw flesh hanging off of him.
Yep.
This got pretty bloody.
And what I also liked about it was the fact that normally, since like Archer is supposed to be the bigger, scarier guy, I like the fact that that Paige was giving as good as he got. Like, it wasn't clear that Archer was dominating him through this match. He was throwing everything. They were throwing everything they had at each other.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when this was something the Fed often did. If the bigger guy always had to be dominant, and then the smaller guy had to just get lucky and get a lucky break to get the win. No, not here. Paige went head to head with Archer and was going blow for blow with him. And it made both of them come out looking really fucking strong by the end.
And I should also noted that before the match even started, Hangman was just beating the shit out of Lance Archer, which led to the
backstage, brought him out to the thing. Yeah, this is something I forgot to bring up something I haven't had a chance to bring up is that fact that brought him out onto the stage, and then I don't know why this was a thing, but the heel entrance had this cover over it with a glass window. And it feels like it was only there specifically so that Paige could basically ram him into that glass.
I think what they were inferring from that is that Archer was maybe going to throw a jobber through it during his entrance.
That's what I mentioned on Wednesday. It's like maybe he's going to drag a jobber through it as part of the entrance, and that didn't happen because Adam Page decided, you know what, fuck it, fight.
Still, like, the fact that it was even set up at all, when he's never used that before, just felt like it was specifically there, out of kayfabe, for that moment. Like, they'd never done that before, so why do it now? Oh, because they needed that moment.
Maybe.
It just felt weird.
Maybe.
But then comes the finish, which we've already kind of alluded to. Archer had brought out a steel chair with barbed wire attached to the front, which was fucking scary as hell. Like, steel chair and barbed wire, each of those alone is bad. Put them together, oh fucking Christ. Paige takes some of the barbed wire off the chair and wraps it around his arm for a few hits, for some spitting discus lariats, or some spitting elbows. And then he throws it down, referee bends down to go get it, and at that moment, as T-Dub alluded to, Paige uses the referee to launch a buckshot lariat. And note, Archer had set up 2 tables right outside, and he was standing right in front of the tables, so when the buckshot lariat hits, they both go flying into these tables. It was fucking glorious!
As I mentioned on Wednesday, John, he who sets it up must fuck it up.
Chekhov's table.
Yep.
Chekhov's fucking table.
And after the match, Adam Cole came down to the ring because he told the Bucks he was going to make a statement. He walked down to the ring, grabbed the belt from the referee, placed it on Hangman's shoulder, gave him a little pat, and said, "I'll see you down the road." He's the next challenger.
I think we're going to be seeing Page versus Cole at Revolution, and again, shut up and fucking take my money.
If that's where they're going, match of the year candidate match right there.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Very likely, my friend, very likely.
By the way, I'm letting Shades do the talking at this point. I'm just here going, hi, I'm the Mike Shell of the group tonight.
I'm sorry, Matt.
No, it's all good. Like,
No, you're hype. I'm letting you get the hype out, you know?
How often am I like this, guys?
yeah.
Not often.
Hey, you make our jobs easier.
Yeah. You know what? I just got to watch the thing so it don't get off the air. I'm basically you on Sundays.
Exactly. I was just thinking that.
Over,
this is why I don't come on here as often as I probably want to, because if I did, I'd dominate the show, and I don't want to. This is your guys' show.
Like I say, you make our jobs easier, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
so
me neither. It was so like, wait a minute. Yeah. I just noticed.
So I put out a poll after Dynamite was over, and in last place with both 7% was good and okay with a rating. Mm-hmm. In second place with 13% was dreadful somehow.
The fuck?
I'm not sure how anyone could watch our show and not find it at least okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are marks. We ignore those.
E-drones.
Yes.
Possibly. And of course, in first place with 73% of the votes was excellent. So most people said this show was awesome, excellent, must watch.
So far, best Dynamite of the year. And that's
you know what? I was saying
absolutely.
And
I was saying the same fucking thing.
That's considering the last couple of weeks where we had some great Dynamites.
AEW continues to prove to me why I made the right call jumping on this bandwagon. Because, like, every week, not every match is going to be a winner. There's going to be some flops every once in a while. When you're producing several shows a week, not everything is going to hit out of the park. But when you consistently are guaranteeing at least one amazing match every show, every Dynamite and every Rampage, hell, even Dark and Elevation have good matches every week. That kind of consistency is something I greatly appreciate.
Yeah.
Yep, we get at least one great match a week, and we get at least a little bit of story advancement every week as well. Like, I can't recall the last time I watched Dynamite, and it felt like nothing happened. Like, I could have just skipped this weekend, would have missed nothing. No, every week something important happens. Something.
Yeah.
Something big.
And I already got folks saying, Keith, you know the typical E-drone excuses for when a new signee comes to AEW. Oh, it's another disgruntled employee. Oh, Keithley wasn't that good to begin with. He's just bitter. He's not going to be a needle mover. He's too fat. Blah, blah, blah.
If you look to your left, you see a bunch of people who are full of their own shit.
And of course, I remember the best one is, he'll be on Dark in the middle of the week. And I'm like, everyone works Dark. Everyone.
Even champions show up on Dark in Elevation every once in a while. Because
and you will mark out the minute Keithley shows up on Dark. Hell, you'll mark out if you're in Orlando in the studio Dark, and you're going, well, I wonder who's going to show up, and then Keithley's music's going to hit. You're going to pop your goddamn head off.
You're damn right. So, fuck the haters, man.
Yeah.
And I think I figured out the reason why. It's because they're applying WWE logic to AEW, and that's wrong.
No, I've said this
before.
Applying
WWE logic to a lot of things is wrong nowadays, so there's that.
I've said this before, and I will say it again. There is a massive difference between AEW and the Fed. The Fed, because they are sports entertainment, they have matches to promote storylines. The storylines are the big centerpiece. Whereas AEW, because they are wrestling, they have storylines to promote matches. The matches are the draw. The storyline may not always be the greatest. I mean, FTR versus the Young Bucks, anybody? That storyline didn't work out quite as well. But the match, that sold like gangbusters.
That was a match of the year candidate right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
I think that was my match of the year for...
I believe it was, actually. Yeah.
That was my match of the year for that year, too.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong. See, the problem is shows like Main Event is where they don't have anything for you, and they just throw you on there where the scantest fewest people will ever watch. Dark and Elevation are specifically there so that everyone gets a chance to pad their record, get some time in the ring, and in a lot of cases showcase some new up-and-coming talent that might not get them, that don't necessarily have a contract, but get some shine for a wider audience.
And the idea of the pre-show or post-show match is usually to give the audience something to go home happy. It'll give the audience a sense of, hey, I got a little extra instead of just the TV matches. In WWE's case, it's just throwaway warm-up matches, that they put on main event for the number for the two people who just want to watch main event for what that one dude they like and feel sad about. In Dark, it's again, every match counts.
Look at the Ass Boys. they've only been in like 2 episodes of Dynamite and Rampage that I can remember. The rest of the time they've been on Rampage, they've been on Dark and Dark Elevation, tearing it up, and tonight they're getting their reward by going up against the World Tag Team Champions. So it matters.
How you do it. You build them up. You can't, while yes, some guys you can throw right out there like Keithley, and everyone's going to be ready to accept them and welcome them and put them right on top.
Think of it like this. Think of it like this. For you MMA fans right out there, Dark and Dark Elevation are in a sense fight nights. Something they put on TV for free on ESPN or TSN here in Canada. Most people will know, well, it's not a pay-per-view, so why would it count? But that's where you get the records, and it's usually when you get some of the best action.
Yeah,
because with Dark and Elevation, with Dynamite, of course, you're going to see the best of the best. You're going to see the guys who are at the top. You're going to see the guys who are going to be giving it their all. There is a hierarchy to these shows, but even with shows like Dark and Elevation, you're seeing the hungry ones. You're seeing the guys who need to prove themselves. So most of the people there, most, not all, but most, are going to be going all out there because they know that if they keep putting on good shows, they're eventually going to earn the respect of the fans who give a shit about the people that are in that ring, no matter who they are. And if they get enough people behind them, they'll eventually get the Tony Khan and the other brass's attention to go, okay, this one guy's getting pretty hot right now. Let's go ahead and throw him up at the main show, see how he does.
See how it sticks with the audience that tunes in the most.
Yeah.
Prime example, The Acclaimed.
Yeah.
They got their start on Dark and Elevation, made a buzz for themselves, and now look at them. They're one of the best tag teams in all of AEW.
Yeah. Whenever they are featured on either Rampage or Dark or Rampage or Dynamite, they are a highlight because, well, Platinum Max Caster's got a good mouth on him.
Oh my God! And here's the other thing too, a genius move by AEW is that both Dark and Elevation are free to watch on YouTube. They still get the full production. They get the graphics. They get the good cameras. It looks good. The studio looks pretty decent. It's not as grand as a stadium, but it still looks pretty solid. But you don't have to pay to watch it. Even if you can't watch Dynamite or Rampage, you can watch Dark and Elevation for free anytime. And that allows even outside audiences to come across this stuff on YouTube. Like, oh, there's a wrestling show for free on YouTube. Let's check it out. Oh, look at all these awesome newcomers coming in here. This looks great.
Yeah.
And we have to give props to Taz Nooks, Cal Brown commentary, a great duo.
Yeah. Oh, Taz is he's learned he can just go all out, be silly, be fun, just call it just be Taz.
If anyone ever wants to know what PWG commentary is like, Excalibur and Taz is literally them on full PWG mode.
Pretty much, actually, yeah.
And even hearing guys like Paul White and Mark Henry doing commentary can be fun sometimes.
Hey, let's not forget Eddie. Eddie is magic on commentary.
It's Eddie. What the fuck?
Eddie and Paul are riffing wrestling, folks. They are riffing.
That's basically what I mean when I say PWG style commentary, because they'll call it a world title match really serious, but a lot of the undercard matches they'll go full on MST3K if they if they can get away with it.
And they usually do.
And the fact that they're allowed to have that kind of fun, that they don't have to take everything super fucking serious, that just makes the show more fun to watch. You know, even if the wrestling doesn't end up being as great as what you see in the main shows, you still get the fun commentary to carry you through. It doesn't feel like as forced as what you have to deal with in the Fed.
Anyways, I guess since we're talking about Rampage, I'll get through the rundown of tonight's show.
Oh, yeah.
First
May as well.
Hook taking on QT Marshall's protege, Blakely, who, this guy's not going to do well when they didn't even give this guy a graphic.
Nope.
No. You know what, though? I kind of like what they're doing with Hook. I'll straight up say it. Like, I know a lot of people have been I know a few people who've ragged on Hook because he's kind of green and he looks like he's a newcomer. Like, he looks like a rookie. But he's got the talent. And I would say at worst, maybe they're overhyping him a little bit, but not as bad as they could be.
I feel like they're just letting the momentum carry Hook. Like
a lot of it is the internet doing their thing too.
Yeah, it's a case of the internet just jumped on this thing, jumped on Hook, and AEW's like, well, if they're gonna do this, why not just keep the train rolling?
You want Hook?
Stop it.
Here's Hook. We have sent him for you.
Something that I don't think a lot of fans see is the things that happen before and after the TV shows, before and after Dynamite Rampage. Tony Khan comes out usually and will talk with the fans in the arena. And every time they are chanting for Hook. And Tony Khan feeds into it. He's like, all right, I know what you guys want. I hear you. You guys want him? Send Hook! And he comes out, doesn't say a
Action
fucking
Bronson
word.
And all.
Yep.
Bag of chips.
Doesn't say a fucking word. He just comes out, just kind of works up the crowd, and then walks away. And the fans eat it up.
The best part, if he takes the chips, and you take the chip and eat it, roof flies off.
Pretty much.
You know you're over when fans are chanting, "We are hookers."
I'm a hooker.
Best moment of this was when after Cody Rhodes, I don't know if it was won or defended the TNT title during his run.
Won it, I think, yeah.
Yeah. They come out. Of course, Cody's talking his thing, being all cool, just kind of thanking the fans, saying, praising AEW, praising Tony. But the fans, of course, are still booing his ass off because, well, you guys know what's been going on with that. Hook comes out. They send for Hook. And basically, Cody gets into his face a little bit. They do a little talking. Or no, he gets in the ring, walks right up to Cody. Smack! Right across the face.
Roof flies off.
Roof fucking flies off. Like, they gave the fans what they wanted. They wanted to see Cody Rhodes get the shit slapped out of him, and Hook gave it to him.
Showman.
Mm-hmm.
That he is. And speaking of people who know how to put on a good show, Roppongi Vice versus Young Bucks with Jay White. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, we were hoping to see Roppongi Vice a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately one of them ended up catching the coof.
That was Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky caught the goof, and unfortunately that kind of threw him out of the game. That kind of forced them to make some changes there. But now he's back. He's done with that, and we're ready to see these guys in action. And putting them together the Young Bucks right at the gate. Oh, that's a ticket seller.
New Japan rematch never was one.
We're going to enjoy the shit out of that match.
Yeah, Roppongi Vice faced the Young Bucks at one point on January 4th at the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom style. So we'll see a rematch here. Oh boy, I'm excited. Of course, we're also going to see Britt Baker take on Robin Renegade. And Robin's twin sister's tweet went viral. Oh boy.
Yep. She's going to lick all the ass tonight.
Oh, God.
Damn you, autocorrect!
Yup.
It's going to be disgusting, but entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a case of, we're not ready to see Brett lose the belt just yet, but it's still going to be a fun match. Like, that's the thing. You don't win, having Even if you know that someone's going to lose the match, as long as they put on a good show, it's still a good time.
Damn it! I just realized something.
Uh-oh.
Keithley and Adam Cole are in the same company.
Yup.
Yeah, we're getting the pounds eventually.
No,
You gotta do it.
no, you don't get it. You don't get it. Somewhere, someplace, Johnny Gargano is smiling with his War Games playset. because he told Adam Cole that Keithley was better than him.
Oh, if that is how that feud starts, good fucking lord, the deep lore. Because that was a one-off thing at the end of Adam Cole's run.
A little bit. Also, I'd like to point out this tweet from TK when he was responding to Charlotte Renegade, saying to lick some ass tweet. He said, kick some ass. CM Punk responded by saying, I rescind my Booker of the Year vote.
Yep, good old Punk.
To which Khan responds, I've been ratioed by the best in the world.
Oh.
Oh, Twitter. I like it when we have good, wholesome fun on there.
Adorable.
I know, right? Wish we had more of that. We need more of that, please.
Nevertheless, I look forward to Robin Renegade's funeral.
Yes.
Yeah, that or maybe a future dentist date because Britt Baker is going to do some work with the teeths.
Oh, yeah.
The toothes. We're also going to hear Bryan Danielson talk words in a promo. I assume he's going to be talking about Mox.
That whole thing with them and Mox. Oh, if they go somewhere with that, that's going to be nuts.
And, of course, in the main event, we're going to see Jurassic Express with Christian Cage defend their World Tag Team titles against the Ass Boys with Billy Ass at ringside.
Bum, bum.
Yes, there is their last name. We're not swearing.
Nope. Billy Ass and Austin Ass and Colton Ass.
Yeah, I love how that's become a thing now. Thank you, Danhausen, you glorious bastard.
I swear to God, going back to to Renegade there, Danhausen's just gonna say, "Oh, I'm here to lick ass."
Oh, he'll do it. He will fucking do it. You know he'll fucking do it.
Rabbit Renegade, here your sister said you're here to lick ass. That's very weird. Not PG. Not good. Get taken off the air.
It's so very true. I can still see that happening.
You should, Miss Renegade, you should team up with Billy Ass and the Ass Boys so you can lick all of their asses with the Ass Boys.
Yeah. By the way, do you guys see the promo? See one of Danhausen's videos where he meets up with the Ass Boys and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" "Oh, I work here. We're coworkers now." "Oh, no, you are not here. Get the fuck out."
Yes, and then after they walk off, Ethan Page walks in and he's like, "Billy Gunn's got way more pull at the office than they do, and he loves your gimmick."
He does. That's what I think what makes it really work is that they're like I remember one of the most funniest scenes that Danhausen put out was they were at a convention. He's sitting right between the Ass Boys, right between them. He's giving them shit. He's doing his thing. They're getting pissed off, and they look over like, "Dad, could you stop him? He's fucking harassing us over here." And Billy just looks over, so nonchalantly just goes, "Good. Keep up."
Yep. Billy Ass is a friend of Danhausen.
Yep.
Yes. Embrace the ass. Even on Twitter when it was announced that when Danhausen first showed up, Billy put out a tweet like, "At last, now my boys will embrace the ass." I was like, yes, yes.
You know, I've noticed we haven't had this outside of the pre-show stuff. We have not seen Danhausen this week, at least on the official AEW TV. He will make a cameo in that main event.
If he does, then I'm gonna be pissed. Like, come
Calling
on,
it
that's
right the fuck now.
He could either show up in that main event or in the Roppongi Vice match because they did pair him up with best friends.
Very true.
That's true, but I swear he has to show up in that title match. That is too fucking perfect. You know what would be even better? Is the Gun Club comes out, and it starts off playing their normal theme, and then as they're walking down the stage, the music changes, and suddenly the Ass Boy song starts playing.
I got an even better one. They're going to keep the title match serious, but it's going to be during Mark Henry's paycheck segment. They'll be in there. They're all serious, and when it comes to Billy Ass and the Ass Boys, hey, excuse me, Mr. Henry, Mr. Strongman, Strongman. Hello, Ass Boys.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing?
Matty, what are you doing over there?
Geniusing.
Geniusing, if you will.
Geniusing, if you will.
And in the only non-AEW news I have this week, Killer Kross has chosen a promotion after leaving WWE, and that is Major League Wrestling.
It's a good home.
Yep.
He's gonna fit in.
He'll fit in if he wants to retool something. That's the perfect place to get a retool going.
It was funny. There's been a video floating around where he was basically teasing that he might be the one to show up in AEW.
Yeah, I won't blame him. I get that name hype going up there, and then show up to MLW, throw all the hype to that promotion.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, good old job for Captain Crunchy Krispy Kreme.
Hey, the gimmick's back! Yay!
You know what? Good on Killer Kross, because, again, there's another guy who got fucked over hard by the Fed.
Oh, we've been over it. I'm done being mad about that.
I'm not mad about it anymore, but I still gotta laugh. Like, you had this guy who was an unstoppable beast, the kind of thing that Vince would cream himself over, and what did they decide to make him look like? They make him look like a cross between the Shredder and something out of Zardoz.
No, he was Zardoz. If Zardoz had a Super Shredder,
yeah, that fucking outfit. Again, thank God I wasn't watching. I'm not watching, and I haven't been watching for there in that time because I would have been pissed.
Yeah,
You know who was pissed after seeing that? Kevin Nash. Like, son of a bitch stole my outfit.
He stole my goddamn gimmick. All right. On that happy note, I think it'd be a good idea to do winners and losers. Got a nice pace going here.
I got a bit of news.
Oh, sure.
What you got?
And of course, like we said the last time I was on here, we're going to try to make this a weekly thing. It is the WGGP report.
Aha!
Of course, after a month and a half off due to the Royalist of Rumbles, New Legacy's WGGP Championship match has returned with our current 14th champion, Christian Cage, after defeating Jimmy Uso and former champion Sting in a first-ever triple threat match. The challenger for this week was none other than the 2022 Royalist of the Rumbles winner, the All-American Jack Swagger.
And he did not fuck around with that one. Holy.
It started off rough as Swagger Pearl Harbored poor Christian Cage and gave him a Swagger bomb outside the ring before taking it inside. The match did not last long as a Swagger bomb and another Swagger bomb, and boom, we have a new WGGP champion, the All-American Jack Swagger.
I'll be looking forward to seeing if he can even get one title defense because, depending on the game, oh boy, I think the odds are against him.
Yeah, the competition for him is stiff.
Ooh my. Ooh my.
Damn it, Decay!
Oh, if you guys are going to do that, you guys remember I'm here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Shades. You made this a four-way.
Yeah, I'm hitting this.
Oh my.
Damn it, Decay! Well,
Anything else, Shin?
No, that's it. I got nothing.
winners or losers, Shades, kick us off.
All right, we're starting with winners or losers here.
Always losers. You know that.
Really? I don't have a strong loser this week, honestly. I mean, yeah, I could just say the Fed and be done with it, but I don't want to be that cheap. Honestly, the Fed didn't do anything that egregious this time around, surprisingly. So, I don't really know who I could call a loser this week. You guys got better choices because I don't fucking know.
All right,
Fair
Shane, I
enough.
believe you
Shane.
have a D-cell.
Oh, I got a D. I only got one loser, and it's with a D-Cell Battery Award just for today. D-Cell Battery Award, and my loser of the week goes to the person who tried to cancel Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, I read about this. There was a big stink and just one guy with a wild hair up their ass. You could explain the rest.
Basically, he sort of came to the defense of Joe Rogan, so-called immunologist or whatever one he wants to call him. I'm not going to question The Rock's taste in friends. That is on him. But then someone decided they wanted to cancel him by dredging up a bunch of his old promos from the Attitude Era where he used a lot of language that would be considered uncomfortable. I got two responses to this. One, there was the Attitude Era. It was a different time. Everything was edgy. He wasn't the only one. And two...
He was fucking Dame, all things considered.
Yeah. And two...
It's a fucking character.
If you're going to cancel The Rock for saying that stuff, why don't you cancel Michael Fassbender, right? He played a slave master, and he used the N-word a lot in 12 Years a Slave. Or what about Sir Ian McKellen? Sir Ian McKellen played a full-on Nazi in Apt Pupil. How come you're not talking about him? What about
Are you going to cancel Dave Chappelle for using the N-word almost every goddamn show of the Chappelle Show?
Or what about Alan Rickman? Everyone talks so lows about Alan Rickman. People seem to forget that he took over an entire plaza full of people and shot two people point blank in the head just to rob some money. Like, if you're going to cancel someone over a character that they play, you might as well cancel every actor who has played a questionable or evil role in the history of Hollywood. Like, and what's more, it makes me question this person's sanity if they can't tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Like, I'm concerned for this person. But yeah, they're still getting a D-Cell Battery Award for trying and failing to cancel Dwayne Johnson.
This is what happens when you deal with the hardcore base of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh, this was an anti-Rogan guy because.
Yeah, this is a person who's like, you're a friend of Rogan, you must be canceled. And really, all Rock was doing was, supporting his buddy. If they're a buddy.
Most of the hate I saw go to The Rock was after he distanced himself from Rogan.
Yeah.
It's a case of once you get involved in that shit, there's no winning.
Yeah.
You either, if you're supporting him, you're an asshole. If you go against him, you're an asshole. What the fuck?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So it seems that way, but I have a loser that I think everyone can agree with. Someone who got the boot from Wrestling with Regret this week.
Who?
Gentleman Jervis.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
Oh.
Tried to cause a stink after he got after Gentleman Jervis got booted out. He tried to cause a stink about why he got fired, and Brian Zane had to go on the record and say, no, this is why his ass got fired.
Why did he get fired?
Because he was non-committal to the whole YouTube thing. Like when they gave him the Wrestling with Regret YouTube belts, he was very, very non-committal. And when he did show up to the meetings to try to discuss things, he was just almost not even caring about what was going on. Very nonchalant. And the thing that broke the camel's back is when he supported Brian Kendrick after the comments Kendrick made came out.
Ooh, yeah. Sorry, Gentleman Jervis. That's...
And if you know that Brian Zane is Jewish.
So long story short, he fucked up.
Oh, majorly. Like, Jesus Christ. And just reading through Brian Zane's explanations, like, oh, fuck. Oh, man, this guy really is just... The term that he used that stuck in my head was that he used to describe Kevin Condren, the man behind the gimmick, was gaslighting. That's what he would do a lot, apparently. He would gaslight Brian Zane and other people.
Yeah, get them the fuck out.
Yeah, just...
Damn.
Oh.
And I like Gentleman Jervis.
Some of the biggest assholes can play some of the nicest characters on television. So it seems. Matty, who you got for a loser?
Well, I got the Fed because the Fed fucking sucks.
The Evergreen.
I'll give you a perfect excuse. It took Dolph Ziggler to try to class up the joint, and they still failed at classing up the joint.
Well, they brought in Dolph fucking Ziggler like they thought that was gonna work.
I feel so bad. a part of me feels bad for him because he has a lot of talent and should be recognized as a main event level star, but oh boy, they haven't helped.
Nope.
Oh, he could be. I guarantee you, anywhere else, he'd probably at least be upper mid card. But here, he is practically jobber at this point.
Yep. Even if Braun Breaker beats him, there really is no advantage to beating Dolph Ziggler right now.
It doesn't give you any leverage at all. It's like, oh great, you beat Dolph. Who hasn't?
Baron Corbin has beaten Dolph Ziggler multiple times.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Let's do winners, boys.
Now, this is a little easier for me because, quite frankly, are you honestly surprised where I'm pointing my winner at?
Nope.
AEW for signing motherfucking Keithley. And a bonus winner to Keith himself for showing why he deserved to be there.
He showed up and he showed out.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm. And everyone in the chat right now, Keith Lee, you did that. So, yeah, this might be a sweep, but I'm not going to say anything. Shed?
Hey, Ma, get the broom. Get the broom. We got to sweep over here. Sweep this up. Sweep.
Yeah.
Sweep it up. Okay.
T-Dub?
Yeah, how can I not give it to Keith Lee for just everything about that debut? Perfect.
Yeah, it was fucking
Well, I got AEW. I got Page versus Lance Archer. And, of course, I got Keith Lee. Of course I got Keith Lee. That debut was nigh on perfect, man. That was like beautiful.
Chef's kiss, baby. Chef's kiss.
Yes, sir. All right, we gotta plug some things. I knew we got a show on Sunday. May as well plug the Toku Rift Live situation.
Oh yeah, at least I have something to look forward to. Yeah, for those who have not heard the news, yeah, I no longer going to be able to plug my show Anime Takeover because Anime Takeover doesn't exist anymore.
Fuck you, Show Pro!
Fuck you, Show Pro, because yeah, not only did I have to stop making videos, I had to delete all of my old videos. 12 fucking years of work gone.
From YouTube, anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to see about uploading them to the Internet Archive, but it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy process. I'm gonna have to ask Easy for help with that later.
More than likely. That being said, Toku Rifts, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know we're going to be there for that. I think I might plug Anime Mavericks because I am taking over for Cure for a little while he takes a break, a social media break, clear his mind and all that stuff. So I'll plug that next week. Yep. So I know I'll be busy with you guys for sure. Shen, plug away.
Don't got much to plug until I can figure out this whole freezing issue with my computer. I won't be able to upload much because it's happened to me before. If my computer freezes up while I'm rendering a video, it can just wreck hours of work. So I'm just trying to figure this out, but still, there's a lot to watch and a lot to enjoy on my YouTube channel, Maxacorn, on YouTube. Follow me, of course, on Shintigercurl on the Twitter thing. and also, you can, of course, still, the paperback to New World is still available. I'm going to release a second edition of New World in the next couple of weeks with some corrections and some add-ins and a few other things that I really need to improve upon with the story. But other than that, you can still enjoy the hardback paper cover. It's on Amazon, $17.99 paperback. Hit it up, read it, enjoy it, review it, please.
T-Dub.
New review coming Monday with a special cameo from this guy over here, Shintigercurl. He's in the video for a hot minute. And you're not, unless you're a dedicated follower to our Twitch show, you are not going to see this coming or possibly even understand what the fuck's going on. I'm not going to spoil it, but trust me, it's going to be a good one.
I am aware of what's coming. Some of you may not actually be ready.
So there you go. Monday, new video. It's going to be a good time.
And of course, you want to see that early, patreon.com/TWK Reviews. It is released a couple days before the YouTube publication of it. Of course, I got my PayPal tip jar, paypal.me/MattyJ316. You can follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWK Official, at Shintigercurl, and of course at The Shades AT. He and I aren't exactly tweeting as much, but we do, and when we do, it is significant. A little bit of programming note. I will be taking a day off for the Wrestle-Cast on the weekend of on the occasion of my sister's wedding. It'll be the 25th of February, so in a couple of weeks. There will not be a Wrestle-Cast, partially because I want to actually rest up for the big day, which would be the day after a Wrestle-Cast, and I wouldn't have too much time to actually produce and produce the MP3 and all that stuff to get you folks to get stuff. So I may as well just say, hey, you know what? We'll be back later. And some of you may say, well, what about this? What about that? Sorry, folks. Priorities first. But I do believe we are previewing the next show. We will be previewing an AEW pay-per-view. So there is that. So chill. So February 25th will be off. But that's just a programming note there, and I'll, of course, repeat that in a couple of weeks when we get to it. It's coming up real fast, actually. My little sister's getting married, man. What the fuck? I'm happy for her, by the way. Like she did. Like I'm happy. The ceremony's gonna be nice. Obviously, with current restrictions, we can't have everybody we want that they want and we want to see, but. A lot of family on our side's coming, on both sides of the family. Looking very much forward to it. I got a suit. Cost me $500. And believe it or not, guys, that's not the most expensive one. My dad had to buy another suit for himself because he essentially, with the current job, he doesn't technically need it. And he didn't want it anymore. And his new one was, all right, he'll get a new one for the wedding, and it cost him $910.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we saw the bill. We were both thinking around the 700 mark. He showed the list. It'll be $910. Jesus Christ.
It's a lot of monies.
It's a lot of money. And $500 is a lot of money, too. Buy you a PS5, you can find one. But, no.
Also, before I forget, Matty, there is one other group I wanted to plug tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Because I want to give a shout-out to the crew over at the Ravens Flock, who recently invited me onto their podcast to talk about this week's Dynamite. More specifically, they specifically brought me in to talk about Keithley. Mm-hmm. So I've posted a link to it over in the RPC Discord if you guys want to check that out. I'm about halfway into the episode, and it is a lot of fun. Check them out. Those guys are just as good as these boys over here. So I gave these boys a shout-out there, so I think it's only fair that I give those boys a shout-out here.
Yay!
Yes.
And we much appreciate for that. And if you folks are coming in from that show, welcome aboard. We shall do better. This was just a slow news week where we usually pad things out with actual news, not just marking out over AW and flat out ignoring the Fed. But that's another story for another day. That being said, hey, thanks, Shades. Much appreciated.
Glad to be here once again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
And we'll see you next week. That's it for this show, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you very much for tuning in and listening to us. Go forth, go on the TSN and the DB and the TNT. Watch yourself some goddamn rampage. Just don't like that fucking song. It sucks. You don't have to watch the fight feed, folks. If you watch the fight feed, if you know, you know. On behalf of everybody, including the Shades.
The Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on, everybody!
Shintigercurl.
Time to watch the ass boys.
TWK.
Yes, Ass Boys, good time.
My name's Manager. Remind you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. Bye, everybody. Bye.
I got nothing.